Welcome back to J&J's Maintenance and More. We're going to continue on with some work on this Traxxas T Maxx 3.3. It's an old one. I bought this in 2008, and when I was stationed in Bahrain, and me and some buddies over there had a little club where we raced, not a club per se, but a little group where we just raced these things in the desert. So this thing hit shipped back home, and it's been here. It's been maybe run 2 or 3 times since 2008. I decided that in my boredom of retirement that I was going to start taking it all apart, see what it would take to get it back up and running again. And it's in pretty rough shape. If you've watched my other video, I've gotten most of it apart since the last video. The engine come out. I get the transmission out. I took the receiver out, and Crystal took the battery box out. I'm going to leave these servos here. I might crack these nuts loose here, top and bottom, and make sure these servos will come out of their mounting okay. But I may not replace them until I get everything situated the way that I want it, and then turn around and put it back together. They're relatively simple to change out. I'll test them, and if they're working good, great, and if not, I've got a couple sitting around here I'll stick in there. In fact, I got one that's a waterproof one that works really nice for the steering. So anyways, today what I'm going to do, as we're working around on here and figuring out what's going to be needed to be replaced, working on this the front and basically your carriers, bearing carrier, and your drive shafts, getting those out of the way. You can see that this is just it's in horrible shape. I mean, this is going to be replaced, bearings, the drive shaft, everything. And while I'm looking around in here real close, I'm just noticing right back here, if you look, let me get something to point a little bit better. If you notice right here, there's a crack. So I know that this is coming apart. No matter what, that's going to have to come apart and get replaced when we get ready, when we get that far. But I'm just taking my time with this. It's more of I spend an hour or two a day, or maybe a little bit in the evening, just tinkering. It don't matter to me really when I ever get it running again. I'd like to get it running again, but it's not a huge deal. So what I'm doing here on this carrier is I'm pulling this piece out here. Takes a special tool, put it in there, and you back it out. It's a part, when this goes back together and I do some videos, it's a part of setting your the camber here for the wheel and tire. So you'll set it to where that you want it, and this helps kind of lock it in place and everything that make it so it will steer correctly. And so once that's out of the way, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab me a little Allen wrench, and we're going to pull these out. Once I get these bolts out of here, which I've taken out quite a ways anyways, but you're going to see, I'm going to take this here. It's a little ball joint, screws in there, and then it'll allow it to go in and out. Let me throw this over here with my parts I'm probably going to reuse. I'm going to do the same thing on the lower one. I'm going to pull it out of there as well. And when we go back together, you'll get a better opportunity to see how it all goes. That rolled under my workbench. So, oh well, I'll get that after we're done with this little recording here. So I've pulled this off of here, out at the end of the control arms. This here would come apart here, but it's not coming out of here. This pin is not coming out of here. The axle shaft's not coming out of there. These bearings, this is all going to have to be replaced whenever I get ready to go back together. These were some pretty good drive shafts back in the day, but not so much anymore. So anyways, we'll throw that out of the way. This is your front one that's done. It's done out on the right front. Come back here. Do this rear one. Kind of show you what I got back here as well. There's boots back here to keep the dirt and dust out of them, but they've the boots have gotten tore up and ripped up. And you can buy a kit to put it all back and make it nice and keep it from falling, getting dirt and stuff in there. This one's so bad I don't even know if I'm gonna get this nut out of there. It's not acting like it wants to come out. So it doesn't want to come out of there. In fact, it just ate up my tool. So I have another one, but rather than mess with it right now, I'll try to get this out of here. We'll get that one out of there. I'm going to take this tie rod end out of here. Once it's out of the way, I'm going to pull this all out. Pull that out. This is in the same condition as the front one was. So this drive shaft here is pretty stuck onto the rear end. So that's out of the way. All this is going to have to get shit canned and replaced. But before any of that happens, we got to go through and find out just exactly what all that we need. I have most all of this stuff, so for me, the only thing it's going to cost me anything is a new engine. I think I'm going to go with a OS 0.18 TM. Supposed to be pretty much a direct bolt in. They run a little cooler, easier to tune. These here are some pretty high performance engines, but once they get hot, you can burn them up pretty quick. So anyways, with this side's taken apart, I'm going to flip this around. We'll take the other side apart today. Well, this one here I got off yesterday. But today I'll get this back one apart here. And I don't know that I'm going to do a whole lot more with it today. This is another one. This piece doesn't want to come out down here. And it's all good if it don't. And yeah, I'm not going to mess around with it right now. I take this one apart. Take the tie rod end off and get this out of the way. Hopefully the fun will really begin whenever that we get this all apart and inspect everything and get what we know that we need that we don't have, and we start going back together with it. We go back together nice and slow and get it together nice and slow. All new boots will go back here. For the dust seals, these will be replaced. New bearings will go in here. There's an inner bearing and an outer bearing on each one. So it's really cool. I enjoy working on these because I enjoy working on cars. If you've watched any of the other stuff that I've put up on the channel, I've worked on my truck and my neighbor's truck. I rebuilt this 68 Mercury Cougar and got it all built and running sweet, knock on wood. So, rather than buy another old car and put God knows how many thousands of dollars into it, I figured I'd get my little truck running here and put a couple $100 into it at the most, hopefully. So anyways, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button if you would. That way whenever I put any new content up here, you'll get a notification that I have. And I hope that this, if you're into the hobby world a little bit and you have some remote control cars, I hope that this little project over time will give you the incentive to jump in and do some crazy stuff to your own vehicle, or if it gets tore up, don't just set it off to the side and call it a day. Go and get what that you need to do to fix it.